The life of Milo. Have you ever passed through a dog while you were riding a bike? Or been curious why they bark when they hear chain sounds? Let me tell you the sad story of the dog, Milo. Milo was a newborn puppy. His mom passed away while she was giving birth to him. His dad left him alone to find some food, and Milo got attacked by some older dogs. He was just born 5 minutes before, but he had blood all over his body. His left front leg was broken, and he had trauma after the attack. A woman who was crossing the road saw him, took him to a veterinary, and his wounds healed. The woman had a husband. They lived together. They were poor but full of love. They were living happily and enjoying the life. They raised Milo for 3 years. When Milo was 3, the husband died of health problems. 2 months after his death, the woman could no longer take care of Milo, and she had no money, so she left him to an animal shelter. Milo stayed in the shelter for around 2 years. One day, a rich man came and adopted him. He had a wife and 2 sons. The boys were only 5. They didn't know how to play with a dog, so they accidentally hurt Milo every time they thought they were playing. They hit, kicked him. So day by day, Milo got aggressive. One afternoon, he attacked the maid of the family and bit her from her leg. It had only been 15 months since he came to his new home. The man drove him to a far forest. He knew that dogs could find their way back without getting lost. So he chained Milo to a tree and left him alone without any food or drink, and didn't even look back. Milo tried to escape the chains, but he failed. The chain was only 3 meters long, so he couldn't find food or drink anything. He ran fastly to break his chains many times, but he couldn't. He only hurt his neck. The more he tried, he had wounds around his neck. The only sound he could hear was the sound of the chain when he ran. He had tough times. He suffered hunger and cold. In 3 weeks, he passed away. He hadn't eaten anything at all. The last sound he heard was the sound of the chain. The only sound he heard for 3 weeks was the sound of the chain. Today, every time a dog hears the sound of the chain, they start barking. The sound makes them uncomfortable, threatened, and they remember the pathetic life of the dog Milo, whose rights were abused and who couldn't find love. What if Milo had lived with love and his rights weren't abused? All we know for sure is that we have to treat animals in a good way.